Hello, hello. What's up? Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I am your host, Jordan. 9 to 5 Toys YouTube. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to check my levels a little bit. See if music's good. Is music good? It's always hard for me to tell if it's too loud or not. I feel like that's pretty good. Let me know what you think about it. Using the alias, we've got GG running here, so using this to adjust all of our levels, which always works really well. Except for when you try to set up the Astro headset and it breaks everything, which is what happened. Was it last live stream or 2 live streams ago? Maybe that was 2 live streams ago, but we're back up and running. So Tech Talk Tuesday this week, I don't really have much of an agenda. So I'm hoping people have some questions or, things they want to maybe look for. We could try to find some deals. I don't know if there's anything last minute you're trying to find, anything you're hoping to pick up kind of as the holiday deals are still rolling through before Christmas and New Year's and all that. But let me know and we can look for stuff. Otherwise, there are just a couple of things that I wanted to highlight and talk about that we've had on the website recently on 9to5toys.com. And I'll post this in the chat, of course. You can get to the homepage there very easily. Right? Is that even clickable in the chat? I always thought those links... What's going on there? I always thought those links were clickable. Anywho, we'll see what happens. So the main thing that I wanted to talk about here, something pretty exciting. So my wife has actually started doing a little bit of writing and reviewing for 9 to 5 Toys, and she's very much the cook. And she is a recipe tester, editor, photographer for a local magazine. And so she's going to be doing some kind of reviews and things that are focused around kitchen gadgets. I've done a couple of them in the past, like I've done a couple coffee machines and like a juicer, some different things like that, but she's going to kind of dive a little bit more into that. So she's done an air fryer and this thing, which is pretty incredible, the Meter 2 Plus wireless. We've had some pretty amazing meals recently thanks to this thing. So if you eat meat and you're ever worried about making sure you get the right temperature, or even just nervous about cooking it because you don't want to overdo it or underdo it, this is basically the tech gift that takes all the guesswork out of it. It's pretty incredible. We've tried it with some pork tenderloin and with some steak and salmon. I'm pretty sure I saw she was cooking some chicken right now for dinner. So this is a really, really cool product that can really help out in the kitchen. I'm dropping that in the chat, but I feel like it's not a clickable link for me, which is really surprising. Let me double check on that. I'm going to try looking at something else real quick. Okay, so maybe the normal chat it is. It's just in my little pop-out chat. It's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. I just need a refresh. Now it's working. Okay, I think we're good. So if that's something that you think is interesting, I think it's a really good gift. I could actually think of a couple people right off the top of my head that I think would really appreciate having something like this. And like I said, it's, she's made some incredible meals with this thing for us while she was testing it. So it works very, very well. Basically, I think there are a few different sensors in here. So it takes the temperature to a few different areas, and then, you can tell what temperature it is, what your target is, the ambient temperature. It'll tell you when to, pull the meat out of the oven or whatever you have it in, and tell you how long to let it rest and everything. And it's just delivered some really, really, really tasty food. Very cool. Very highly recommend if you're into kitchen gadget tech. And also, my wife took all these pictures and they're just incredible. She did such an incredible job. I mean, she's literally, I mean, she's a professional photographer. She has been for 15 years, so shouldn't be surprised, but her photography is just so good. So yeah, so that's really cool. That's something I was excited about recently. Mainly because I get to enjoy the recipes that she tests with all this stuff. But otherwise, let's look through here. There were maybe a couple other deals I wanted to highlight, unless anybody has any questions, any requests, anything you're hoping to pick up this holiday season for yourself or for a friend or for a loved one. We still have, you know, some deals going on. Companies haven't pulled the plug on all that stuff. Also, if you haven't, now is a great time to check out our gift guides. Rika just posted this yesterday. Last minute gifts arriving by Christmas. So this is going to have, you know, just a nice variety of things. So you get some power banks. Everybody loves a little bit of extra juice, you know, in their mobile devices. AirTag mounts and cases. Also nice for, you know, those who want to maybe keep track of some of your newer items that you've gotten this holiday season. Dash cams. This is something that I have yet to really dive into, but the more I am on the road and see other videos of people driving, the more I think that that's something that I should actually pick up for my car. Just to take all the guesswork, you know, if something were to happen, you just have a record of it. And so there's no guessing as to what actually happened. Which could be interesting thing to add to your you know, your tech list. This is actually one that we reviewed, the Terra SodaStream. Let me see if I can find a link to that. And we still use it quite a bit. We drink a lot of bubbly water, a lot of seltzer at our house. And so being able to, being able to make it yourself is really handy. You know, there are times where we'll end up, you know, pouring out half of a can of, you know, just normal canned seltzer because I made a cocktail with it or something and then didn't use the rest of it and just kind of waste it. And so having something like this with a sealable lid that you can reuse at least for a little bit is really handy. So I'll pop a link to that in the chat, and that's for the SodaStream Terra. So once again, something nice to have around the house, or would make a good gift as well. I think I don't even know if there's a link to our review in here. I did a video about it too. Let me link to the review. So actually, this is the kind of stuff that my wife, my wife will be doing a little bit more of too, reviewing. SodaStream video. So there's the video link if you want to watch the video review. And then down here you can see, making sure everything's working okay. All right, we're good. Down here you can see the rest of the last minute gifts guides from all the writers at 9to5toys.com. So Rika's favorite smart home gear. Oh, I think my head was maybe blocking it. Justin's favorite gear and gadgets for beat makers, musicians, and content creators. Allie's favorite fashion finds he will love and wear all year from $18. Rain's favorite PC upgrades to enhance your battle station. Laura's 5 favorite fitness finds under 50. It's a fun freaking title. Couldn't get an F. A fun feature. It's a fun freaking feature for Laura's 5 favorite fitness finds. And then Ashley's must-have dinner party accessories. All pretty fun. Let's see what's on the PC list of upgrades and gifts here. We've got SteelSeries. If you missed it, we just did a big unboxing of a lot of the Phase and SteelSeries collab. Actually, I'll go to the overhead here. This is the mouse pad that's a part of that collection, and they also have a keyboard, a mouse, and a headset. We just did a live unboxing of all those. I'll find that video. It was their, what's the Apex Mini, I believe, was the keyboard. This is the SteelSeries Phase unboxing, is what I just linked to there. And so here we've got some savings on some of their keyboards. Apex Pro TKL, OmniPoint 2.0, the adjustable switches, which I think is some of the best implementation of, you know, those hyper fast adjustable actuation point. From what I've seen of reviews, that they seem to, SteelSeries seems to do that really well compared to some other competitors. So, nice big full-size keyboard there if you're looking for something with a numpad. Even though that's the TKL is what we're linking to. Wait. Was that a different keyboard? Huh. Never mind. Right? It's a different keyboard there, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll send Rain a little note about that. Let's see where this one takes us. Here we go. The Apex 3 TKL. For just $35. This is going to be different, I believe. Are these a, is this a membrane keyboard? I'm not totally sure, but for that price, I would imagine it is. But $35, pretty cheap if you need one last minute. Not bad. And these are here. I'll put a link to these PC gifts with a link to that if you want to see that post. All right, let's see what else is in here. Quick heads with these top mice picks from Razer and Logitech. Ooh, Death Rider V3 Pro. It's my baby. Down a little bit. I still think it's going to be a little while till we see like huge savings on this. Let's kind of check the pricing history. But still, if it's one you've been thinking about, which I think you should think about it because it's freaking good, and you've been wanting to save some money on it, if you're going to buy it anyways, why not save a little bit of money? Where'd my honey go? Wait. Try refreshing it. I'll do the honey history, but then it disappeared on me. See price history. Here we go. $125. That's a little bit lower than what it currently is. Is that at a different store? That's Amazon. So it has been dropping consistently, which is good to see. Where it is right now is not the lowest that we've seen it, because it's all the way down to 125. That's not right. Or is there a different... No. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the pricing. But, good time to pick it up if it's one you've been thinking about. Let me make a link for that. Oh, I gotta sign in over here. Once again, if there's anything in particular you're looking for a mouse, a keyboard, a projector, a smart home camera, anything you're looking for, let us know and we'll check it out. We'll look for it together. I want that to be shorter. That's too long of a... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Short link was what I wanted. Okay, this is the Death Adder V3 Pro is what that link is for. Yeah, anything in particular you're looking for, let me know. We'll check it out. We'll do some hunting. Okay, let's see what else we got. Actually, before we do that, let's look at the just wired Death Adder V3. This is also on sale, 60 bucks. I talked about it in my favorite gear from the year. If I were to buy a gaming mouse right now, well, this is probably what I would buy. Because it's only 60 bucks, has all the performance of the Pro, plus higher polling rate, plus it's lighter weight. You have a cable, but if you just get a little bungee, a guy like this, cable basically disappears from being able to feel it. You can still see it, I guess, if that's of the utmost importance to you, but I feel like that deal for the performance is just insane. And I think this is, one of the most comfortable, for me at least, just a comfortable ergonomic mouse. Yeah, if I were to be buying something right now and didn't have a huge budget for a $140 gaming mouse, I would definitely take a very close look at that. And I'm going to make a link for it. So this is the Death Adder V3. That's the non-Pro, so I'll just won't put the Pro at the end of that. Make sure my link worked. Looks good. So yeah, definitely worth a close look there. Okay, moving on with mice. What else we got? On a different side of things, the Logitech G502X Lightspeed. Which is not necessarily my cup of tea, but I know the 502s have been a very popular mouse for a very long time. They've sold a ton of them. So, worth picking up if it's one that, you love and you're looking for one. Get a lot of extra functionality in there, I believe. If you need a few more hotkeys. Okay. Let's keep going. So moving on, we have some monitors. LG and Asus. Let's take a look at what the price is on this right now. I guess discounted a little bit, but still over $2,000. I have a very budget. I can't even say this. I don't even think it's a budget version of this, but I have the Monoprice Dark Matter 49-inch gaming monitor, which works well. That's what I have setting up over the sim regs, what I usually play on Wednesday nights, live on stream. Join us tomorrow night. We'll be playing some Forza again, checking out the new weekly multiplayer. But I enjoy having that ultra wide or super ultra wide, double ultra wide, ridiculous ultra wide. I'm trying to think what the actual dual 4K, dual UHD. That size of monitor works well, I think, for like sim racing titles because you have a little bit more real estate to look left and right. Makes it feel a little bit more immersive. I didn't enjoy it as much at my main computer here where I would do FPS gaming because I feel like the super ultra wide was too much for me. Having all that stuff in my periphery, you know, when playing an FPS game and like, you know, a lot of the menu items or a lot of the HUD would get like scattered to kind of like the corners. It was a little bit too much for FPS gaming, and I usually ended up just letterboxing it or, you know, making it smaller, basically making it 16:9 anyways. So I was like, well, why don't I just get a good 16:9 monitor for my main display for gaming? So we've got the Agon OLED right now. And then I could have another monitor off to the side. I have it in vertical format for all my other stuff, like for when I'm doing live stream. What's up? You bought the LG OLED for $799 a few months ago. No regrets. Is that the 27-inch? Yeah, that's basically. I mean, basically, I have that same panel here with the Agon. And yeah, it's the same thing. I absolutely love this thing for that's perfect for like FPS gaming. Absolutely love it. It's so freaking fast. I'll put a link to our review of the one that I have. Or let me just get a I'll just get a Amazon link for it. Oh, interesting. Huh. Actually, yeah, it looks like the one that I have is also on sale for $800. Probably, I would imagine, most of those panels are going to be on sale for that price point, you know, from all the different companies. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can post links in the chat. It's only for me, unless you're a moderator. But you could type out the title, and people could. Yeah, sorry about that. You could type out the title, and people could find it that way, or I could find it that way if you wanted to. Well, this thing is crazy. So the one, the Dark Matter is 1440. So this is 4K. So this is just absolutely nuts. Display HDR 1000. That's a monster of a display. Awesome. Thanks for the tip. I'll have to try that out. 40, yeah. Well, I feel like on a, I mean, I'm very used to the 27-inch screen size, and I don't really want to go any bigger than that for my main display, but I feel like 4K is kind of, for me, and maybe it's just my eyes, 4K feels a little bit wasted at 27 inches. You know, maybe it is like a little bit sharper, but I don't know. I feel like 1440 at 27 inches is pretty ideal for me. Because we have I tested out the Philips, was the Momentum 32-inch, which I believe was a 4K. So that's a bigger display. But yeah, the 4K experience on that's just different. All right. There's some other monitors in here. I don't even think that was the main thing that Rain had posted in here. So here are some actual recommendations. Ultra Gear, which is a different super ultra mega wide for only $700. That's crazy. I guess the dark matter, I wonder if we have a price on that right now. Their dark matter 49. Because that was, oops. Get out of here. Pop-ups for days. Wasn't that pop-up? There we go. Whoa, $664. That's pretty crazy. Because yeah, this was originally $1,000. Dang, that's some pretty big savings. Let me see. What's my best way to make a link for that? Okay, so it is more expensive on Amazon. That's crazy. It's $100, or maybe that's just because I don't know if I'm logged in right over here. Let's see what shows up on my main account. No, it's that same price. $100 more on Amazon. I guess I don't know exactly what shipping is from Monoprice's website. But that's pretty nuts. I'm going to put that in the chat. The dark matter 49. That's pretty nuts, though. Because yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think if I don't know if I've shown off my sim rig, like the full rig recently. I guess you could kind of see it in the R16 review we just posted to see the monitor set up there. See if we can find something. But it works really well for that. Oh, that's something else. That's a different Philips. Here you can see the 49. It's out there 540 hertz monitors now. That's wild. I mean, I want to try it. I want to see what it's like. I feel like it'll be like a mouse polling rate kind of a thing where it's just, you know, you don't really actually realize, really realize the benefit of it. But maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe people with, faster reaction times and younger eyes than me would be able to take more advantage of that. But yeah, the 49-inch monitors are really nice for a sim rig. If you don't want to spring for, like the big triple monitor setup, this is a nice way to do it. How much is a 540 hertz monitor? Let's see here. Oh, thanks. Well, I appreciate you checking them out. I know they can probably be a, you know, bit of a slog for people who aren't really into sim racing. I've been really enjoying it lately, though. And, you know, Forza Motorsport, it's kind of like a sim light, if you can even call it that. But for me, it's been the fun kind of bridge between something a little more hardcore, like Assetto Corsa Competizione, which I enjoy playing as well, but I don't find it as easy just like hop on and, you know, tune some cars and do some racing. So Forza's been a lot of fun for that. And if you join a little bit of a community, just, yeah, brings you in a little bit more, and that's what I've been doing recently. I wonder what the, you know, what the difference looks like between 240 and 540. Like, how noticeable is that? Like, from 60 to 120 is very noticeable, I think. And from 120 to 240, I think you can notice it too. I'd say it's harder to notice, but anything above that, yeah, just be interesting to try, just to see. You'll see what that difference really looks and feels like. I think we still have a, you know, sometimes we can get some loaner stuff from B&H, just kind of like check out. I wonder if I can get that arranged to get one of those to try, just to see how it is, because that would be really interesting. Using 144, 240 is very noticeable. Yeah. What do you play with it? Or is that just in, you know, even like, you know, kind of like day-to-day workflow kind of stuff? So I feel like it also depends on, you know, what titles you're playing, because some games can struggle to keep up with that, but some you could definitely notice it, like Valorant or other esports titles. Oh, Apex, yeah. Man, I haven't gotten on Apex for a long time. I feel like it'd be an entirely different game now if I hopped into it. Yeah, like I feel like even just dragging windows around your desktop, like to me that's one of the best ways to kind of notice that higher refresh rate. All right, so this was another monitor from Rain's PC Gear upgrade guide. An LG 200 hertz. With some nice color. Display HDR 600. Make a link for this one real quick. This is for the LG 45. Yep, I totally agree with you. They are kind of ridiculous. Actually, I wonder what... So that was one of the things that I loved about the AOC, the Aegon OLED that I have now. And I'm curious, did you say you have the LG OLED? Does it have like a more esports designed stand? Because I know that's what the AOC did. Is it this one? because that was one of the things I actually really, really enjoyed about this monitor was the stand for that exact reason. You can, let me find my review of it, because you can just tuck your arm, or tuck your mouse and your keyboard right into it. Which is really nice. Because yeah, those big V-shaped stands are just ridiculous. That was one of the biggest issues with the dark matter. Yeah, here's my kind of my comparison with a different monitor. Yeah, I think I show it off here in a second. So yeah, you can just get your mouse pad and your keyboard right up there next to it, which is really nice. That's definitely something that's hard to do with a lot of other monitors. If there's anything else in here to show off. Oh, this is kind of funny. I took the this monitor, which was the Evia, because it's so bright. I took it outside and set up with a battery pack and, you know, set up Forza Horizon outside because I could, because it was so bright and I could still see it fine in game. It was kind of ridiculous. Evia? Yeah, Evia. Ridiculously bright. Anywho. Yes, I agree. All that to say, I agree. All right, let's see what else we got here. We went down a rabbit hole. Let's see what else we got. So a little bit more about the monitors. Those are still some of the big ones. Here's more of an affordable one. Still get 27-inch, 1440p, 165 hertz, which I think for gaming you wouldn't want to go underneath 165 hertz. Like, I still think that's a good number. Like we were just talking about, I feel like 240 is a noticeable upgrade, especially depending on what titles you play. But 165 hertz is still a good monitor, and this is a very good price for that. And it doesn't have a V-shaped base. So let's make a link for that one real quick. Wait. Oh, there we go. Put the wrong thing in there. Okay. So this is for the Asus Tough 27. Oh, has a typical LG V-shaped stand. On a monitor arm to rectify the situation. Yeah, same here. Even with the AOC, I have it on it's a super beefy arm that's made to hold the dark matter 49. So it's made to hold a decent amount of weight. So it might be overkill for this monitor, but it's also keeps it very stable. Considered it after watching the video, but time of purchase, the LG is cheaper. Yeah, that's all that really matters. I mean, the panels are, you know, basically exactly the same. So whatever you can get the better price for, it just makes a difference. 2K monitors are dirt cheap now. Bought a 1080 for the same price. Yeah, that's crazy. Just like storage, like everything just keeps getting more and more affordable. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. What are some of these other options in here? $75. Oh, is this the one we were looking at? No, I thought it was this one. Yeah, pretty sure it was this one. Guess I just have a couple different options. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I think we're getting to the end here. 27-inch 2K HDR. Is that what we were just looking at? Yeah. Miscellaneous upgrades. Govee gaming backlight for monitors. This would be something that would be interesting to try as well. Like the Philips Momentum monitors and the Evia monitors have their ambi-light, ambi-glow, I don't remember what they call it, but it's just kind of like raw LED lights on the back of the monitor that are meant to, you know, throw some color on the back. And you can either make it like a static color or the standard, you know, breathing, some different kind of patterns like that, or you can make it reactive to whatever's going on the screen. But like it's delayed enough that it's more distracting than immersive, in my opinion. Like I don't think it's a good implementation of that. So I'd be curious what some of these third-party upgrade kits, how these perform. You know, is it quick enough to make it immersive rather than distracting? So we've reviewed some Govee stuff in the past, so maybe I could, you know, reach out and see if we can get something like that. I recently added just a LED strip at the back of my desk, which I think has made a nice upgrade to some of my, you know, images and just kind of like our videos in general. It's just a wise light strip. That's all it is. I think it's a nice little upgrade. I like that a lot. I was also, you know, we put up our Christmas lights, and I like kind of do just like the bare minimum when it comes to exterior Christmas lights at our house. But we were looking at Govee, and they have some pretty, what look like some pretty cool exterior Christmas lights. That would be kind of fun to pick up sometime. This is just their Christmas deal, maybe. Their Christmas sale. So outdoor. Yeah, they have like permanent outdoor lights, which are, I mean, it's not cheap, but at the same time, you just put them up and that's it. Never deal with them again. It's kind of cool. Also kind of neat idea to have kind of the string lights here that I believe, can you change the colors of all these? That dance with music. Yeah, so you can get the best of both worlds. You can get the kind of just classic white lights, or, you know, kind of these the soft light, or you can get the crazy colors that my kids really want. And have a dance party with your Christmas tree, which I think would be kind of interesting. I mean, my kids would absolutely love it if I were to get that. But I also think that could be fun kind of with the exterior stuff as well. Okay, because they have outdoor strip lights and these permanent outdoor lights. A few smart bulbs from Govee, they stopped responding a few minutes in. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple of their smart bulbs. And then I have, they look like cereal bowls, but have a LED light, they're battery powered, so they'll last for a little bit with a battery. And I've used those in various different things. I'll have them set up at my desk here. Sometimes I put them behind things for product photography. Right now, I have them kind of set up over by where I have my Xbox console set up, but it's also in the background for my sim racing streams. That's kind of what I use them for now, to add a little splash of color in the back of the scene. But yeah, that is kind of like the nice benefit of, I mean, the Philips system has its pros and cons. They're more expensive, but you usually have, you know, the hub that everything has to connect to. And I think for that reason, maybe they can be a little bit more reliable because you aren't clogging up your network as much. It's all kind of going to that hub, and then the hub is talking to your network. But at the same time, like, they didn't just get crazy expensive. Actually, I haven't even looked at what like Philips Christmas lights are like. Govee was the most recent one that I checked out. I want to see their official website. Categories. Do you have a Christmas category? String lights. Whoa. Okay, 65 feet. That's decently long, but $220. What were some of the Govees? $60. How long is this? 10 meters. So that's like what, 30 feet? So you'd need 2 of those. So 120 to match what this is. That's crazy. We review the Turtle Beach controller. Would love to see it before making a decision. I don't think I have that in the works right now. We have done some of their stuff in the past. Is that the... Was it the Stealth Ultra? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah. I'll see if I can get that one in. I would like to check that out. I don't have it currently, unfortunately, but yeah, that'd be fun to check out. I have adult money now, but yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying earlier about, you know, like the Death Adder V3 versus the V3 Pro. It's just like, you can get all the features, you just have to have a cable, you know, for $60 rather than 140 or whatever it has now. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll have to check that out. I'll have to see if I can get my hands on that. This is kind of crazy. I feel like I saw just a little bit about it, but I didn't really read into very much all the features of this thing. Good, good. More people are doing that, I think. That's good. It's still kind of crazy that, like, the GameSir G7 SE is what? $40 and has Hall effect? You know, it obviously doesn't have all those other features. $45. And gets the what are they calling it? Anti-drift thumbsticks. Obviously, it doesn't have a screen on it like this one does, but you know, just gotta kind of figure out what features you're really looking for. Tactile micro switches. That'll be really interesting. It sounds like the Wolverine controllers from Razer, which I did really enjoy those buttons. Interesting, interesting buttons back here. I'm not sure how the placement will, but this is totally conjecture, and you know, I won't be able to really tell until I actually have one physically in my hands and can try it. But I'm skeptical about that back button placement. Nice. Basically got like the Elite case with the charge through. That's cool. Which also turns into a dock. That looks really interesting. I'll have to see if I can try that out. Actually, let me check my emails right here and see if we've gotten contacts about that. Because we have reviewed from Turtle Beach controllers in the past. Yeah, we at least got the press release. I'll see if we can get one in to review as well. Pretty cool. Okay. So some other things here, back to the guide. The Siren V2X, which I never tried. You know, I feel like a lot of these kind of smaller, I don't know if it's even smaller, like this is still like a probably pretty decent size like condenser capsule in there. Like a lot of them sound pretty similar, like the Solocast, this, the NZXT. A lot of them a lot of them sound pretty similar, I think. So if you can find a good price for one, that's great. The Solocast is usually that's $100. That's crazy. Okay, so what all does this have? Integrated digital limiter, so that would be interesting. Mic monitoring and gain control. The Solocast I don't think has a limiter. It pretty sure does have headphone out, so you could do mic monitoring through that. Gain control, I don't know if it has that. I don't. If the if the Solocast has a built-in shock absorber, it's not great. So this might have some nice upgrades over that for a little more money. I'd be interested in how the integrated digital limiter works. Because I feel like that was, you know, that's one of the benefits of like some of the Wave mics, is that they have like the software that can really help to limit some of those higher volume expressions from expressive streamers. So you aren't like blowing out the eardrums of your audience. So it'd be interesting to see how this would compare to that. I gotta go blow my nose real quick because it feels like it's about to drip down, and you don't need to see that. So I will be right back. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. We're back. yeah, so that's interesting. We can check the pricing history here. So it was a little bit lower recently. This is still a pretty low price for what we've been seeing though, so not bad. Where was that? Here we go. Let me make a link for that real quick. Siren V2X. All right. Well, we are starting to get close to the end of the stream here. So if you have any other requests of things to look for or things you want to chat about, questions or anything, get them in the chat. Otherwise, we will start wrapping up here pretty soon. Let's check out some of Rika's favorite smart home gear. Sonos. This is one thing I wish that I could. I mean, yeah. They're pretty expensive, but it's also because they're some of the best when it comes to, you know, whole home audio and just syncing everything together. Have a few friends that have some Sonos systems that I always think are really, really, really cool. But they are an investment for sure. Let me link to Rika's. It's a smart home guide. Speaking of lighting and decoration, Nanoleaf Essentials Matter light bulb for $15. I don't know if I knew that they, like, whenever I think of Nanoleaf, I always think of the wall panels. And so I don't know if I knew that they do light bulbs as well. I guess it makes sense that they do. It's another thing to add to their product category. Let's put a link to that real quick. Oops. Making sure I'm getting the right thing. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Govee Glide Hexagon Ultralights. Back to some more Govee lighting. Pretty cool. Kind of more in that Nanoleaf wall panel style. Ooh, there's a $70 coupon, but these are still a little bit of money, $350. But pretty unique way to add some lighting to your battle station, gaming station, theater, home, bedroom, wherever you want. I mean, you can kind of tell in the pictures on here, yeah, there's always, or maybe, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's always a little bit of a cable going down to these different places. Like on this one, you can see. Oops. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll see it here. So you could get, you could probably get a little like, what do they call them? Little like cable channels that kind of, you know, can cover up like power cords from TVs or different things like that. But yeah, there will be cables you gotta take care of. What was on the wall-mounted PC? Which one was that? Oh. This fan's aimed at the wall. And they also have, what did we do? We did a review of, there's like a kind of like an L-shaped one. It's more just like solid pieces. Has a couple curved, like 90 degrees you can put together and put in a bunch of weird configurations if you want to add a little bit of design to your setup if you want. Okay, what else do we have? Door and window sensor, P2. A little security. Or some Philips Hue Go smart portable table lamps. Very nice. A little water resistance if you want it outside. 48-hour battery life. Hey, what's up, Emil? Once again, we're about to end the stream and you're showing up, man. What's going on? You might need to watch that then. Curious about the mounting. Yeah, let me see if I can find that review. Oh, nice. How do you like that? I got a ton of emails about it. Haven't tried it. I feel like the Govee slide, which is the one I'm gonna link right now. Slide, glide, glide. This one, let's see here. This is the Govee's website. Like the way I used this one was more kind of like framing from a desk or a shelf or something like that. It's the same kind of thing where, I mean, you have to either plan it out or cover it up because you'll have a cable. But I think you can get kind of creative with that. Mouse is really good. It's definitely a fish game, but it's really good for such a new game. Interesting. Have to try it out sometime. It's just like any free time I get recently, I've just been putting into into Forza. Man, we put all these ads on this 9 to 5 Toys video. But yeah, here you can kind of see. It's just hanging down the wall there. Back in my old studio, my old setup. Okay. Well, I think we're going to... I don't know. Don't recognize him. That was a while ago. We're going to start wrapping up the stream here. I will put another link to our guides if you want to check those out. Is this what has all the links? Yep. So this is the last minute gifts. The guides are down at the bottom if you want to see some of that stuff. Sorry, I went way too far. The guides are down here at the bottom if you want to see some of the other roundups. This is my wife's roundup of party accessories. Some of the things that we've reviewed, like we reviewed the soda stream. We've reviewed the speaker, which we still use in our kitchen. It's great. She's used some smokers like this before. And we have a ton of East Fork pottery in our house as well. So it's kind of cool stuff. Well, yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We will be live again tomorrow night. Probably... trying to think. My kids' last day of school is tomorrow, so they might be staying up a little bit later. So maybe we'll schedule the stream for like 8:30 tomorrow night. We'll do some Forza multiplayer. Should be the new weekly races. I think it's S class and C class maybe. So that should be fun. Have a few cars to try out for that. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just be chatting, hanging out. Yeah, and we'll have a good time. But thank you everybody for hanging out and chatting today. Oh, Emil, I got your email. I tried to respond to your email, but then I got like a weird notification that like wasn't getting through or something like that. So thanks for the template. I'll look into, getting the 9 to 5 toys. I think I might do like 9 to 5 toys YouTube Discord. So it's a little bit like separate from 9 to 5 Toys official, the website. I don't know if it's necessary to differentiate that, but that's kind of what I was thinking. So I'll try to get that set up if I have some, it probably won't take very long, but if I find some time over the holidays. So, alrighty everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. And if I don't see you then, have a Merry Christmas. And we will, I imagine we'll be live next Tuesday for another Tech Talk Tuesday. Oh, we will have a review coming out. Plan to have it Thursday or Friday. It's on the... It's sim racing stuff again. I hope people aren't mad about that, but well, it's what I got and what I'm enjoying recently. It's this, the new GT Racer from Next Level Racing. Is the review I'm finishing up right now. So hoping to post this Thursday or Friday. Article on 9to5toys.com and a video on our YouTube channel. And yeah, should be fun. But okay, that's going to be it. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Okay, bye.